Hello and welcome everyone. This is Zane Scotty Brennan, and today I'm going to be showing you my edit of this nice rabbit woman that I drew for my friend James. His birthday is going to be tomorrow, so I'm going to finish this up tonight and print it off for him. So I'm just going to start off here by doing a threshold, and so threshold, all that does is that it converts this to black and white, so I can have nice solid black lines to deal with. And so I'm just going to do a close-up here, just to make sure it has solid lines, so that way I don't want to have too much crap, because all of that extra stuff I'm going to have to delete that, erase it manually. So, but also I don't want it to be too low, because I want to be able just to like fill these in with the colors, and it's really annoying having to go along these lines and have to draw in. So I think we can go with that. Alright. And so now I think we're going to start with the easy one here. We're going to quick do some pink. Nice bright pink, and we're going to get that heart right there. And then we're going to get ourselves a nice solid yellow. And we're going to fill these two icons here, this icon here, and also her bobs. There you go. And we'll also do that hard red. Fill that there. Do pen there. That's a little bit big so too big. Just filling these empty spaces here. Alright. And now the eyes. I wonder what color eyes I should do. I should do brown eyes, green eyes, green eyes. Green and blue eyes, surprisingly, are very popular. They're very popular, although technically, most people you meet will have brown eyes. They will have like brown or gray eyes or something like that. I think I'm going to go with that. Yeah, so have nice brown eyes. And another thing I started doing, a little thing I started doing recently, is just adding a bit of white just adding a little bit of white highlight in there. Make those eyes shine. Yeah, just like that. Do that. I think I did it right here. No, that's wrong. Like that. I can't. There's nowhere I can put it that makes sense. Nowhere I can put it that actually looks nice, you know. What if I put it like there? See. Right there and there. No, never mind, I give up. Give up, put it back there. Perfect. Put it back there, put that up there. Yeah, that works. That works. You won't really notice. Ha. Alright, so I think the next thing we'll then do their dress. I guess since she has brown eyes, we'll give her You know what? We'll give her a nice green dress. Give her a kind of like jadish green dress there. I don't know. Yeah, pretty simple. Actually, honestly, I think it should be. I think it should be lighter, and I think kind of like something more like aquamarine. Aquamarine, yeah, that's better. So we're going to color aquamarine. Yeah, so now she has aquamarine, aquamarine, green, blue, whatever you want to call it, somewhere in that range. I think just for simplicity, I'm going to make her hair the same color as her eyes. I think it's actually a good. I feel I have a warm spot. I have a nice spot for using like the same colors. Like usually people will like complain. Like I know like artists, like more developed artists than myself are like known to complain about how people these days have access to like 1,000,000+1 colors, whereas you had to deal with, they had much less to work with in the comics industry. But I'm just like, you give me an 8 color palette and I would be just fine. I would survive. Yeah, so I think personally that little bit of fluff there doesn't really make sense. So I think I'm gonna erase that. Just going to change this to solid there. Honestly, it's better to do pen. It's better to do pen. However, you have to make sure it's on light and only. It's better to just do pen, because that way when I'm filling, I don't get any like hair thin white lines and stuff. I know, it's weird, right? Weird how software works. Yeah, but anyways. Yeah, I'm gonna get rid of that. See right there. Yeah, you can see it right there. That I'm gonna sharpen this up while I'm at it. And oh yeah, that line's supposed to be there. Want to make sure that every line is intentional, every single one. We're gonna color this. I think we should match her. So we're going to make it black. And we're going to make it black just like that. And then we're going to make that our wonderful gold color that we have here. Boom. Done. Voila. Now for the inside of her lip. There, I think we should have like a lighter reddish pink there. So let's zoom in a slight bit more here, and go back to white. I think I'm gonna get rid of that. We don't need that. Again, unnecessary lines here. That right there. Boom. Perfect. Nice and shiny. And now we are going to switch in this to darken only. We'll switch here, and we're going to take that red value that we had, and we're going to lighten it up just a tinge. Just like that. There we go. And we're gonna draw that out. Boom. Perfectly filled in, if I can say so myself. Okay, now about her nose. Her nose needs to be something else. We're going to make it, well, her nose is going to be the skin color, so whatever we put on the nose, we're also going to see it in her ears. So I think we're going to decide quite arbitrarily that she's somewhat Caucasian, so we're going to do that color. Like, she has a sort of, like, the sort of idea is that she has like a sort of Japanese flair. She has a sort of Japanese flair. There's definitely like Japanese inspiration, anime inspired. Various colorful ways I can put it. Okay, any other places? Oh yes, yes, of course. Her hands. The palms of her hands need to be. I guess her toes, technically, or the soles of her feet. But we can't really see those, so I'm sort of not going to worry about them. But here we want to put something right there, and we're going to fill these areas in. Be nice and careful. Boom. And go back to our pen here. We're going to there we go. Let's go right back her nice cleavage there, and we're going to go back here. We're going to add in skin bits here, and I don't think from this angle looking at it that we see any of that. All right, go down to her toes. Let's fill these guys in here. Let's see. And as far as we're concerned, it's like, yeah. I guess sort of the idea is that she sort of has paws-ish. I don't actually have like a canonical determination of exactly what form their feet are at any given time. Like, at any given time, like, they could be, at any given time, they're anything and everything between, like, regular human feet and hands and just, like, regular typical animal paws. Like, I honestly do not know. It's, like, completely up to completely 100% absolutely up to interpretation. We'll also make her sandals brown. Oh, there's this nice darker brown burgundy color. That'll work. I'll use that. That looks nice. Just sitting in my recently used. I love the recently used palette. Very useful. Let's take a look at it again. Then we'll take this brown. That's the brown. That should be the brown that we used earlier. So we're going to put that there. Fill that there. Boom. now we got, and that should cover all of her clothing now. Yeah, all of her clothing is now colored. Now we just have to add in her fur pattern. The problem is, of course, there's tons of fur patterns that we could put in. But I'm going to avoid that, but for the time being, I'm going to think about that. I'm going to avoid that entirely, and I'm going to focus on our pie here. Cake. It's not actually pie, it's cake. But first we're going to fix some dirt here. That guy right here. Naughty guy. That's a bit messy. Just going to clean up a bit of stuff here. Yeah. And in a little bit we're going to see. And in a little bit you're going to get to see me do some cell shading. Love cell shading. It's a wonderful time. Nope, not going to do that. I tried that. Before. It doesn't look very nice, or at least I can't make it look nice. Haha. So I don't know. What's James? Let me think. What's James' favorite color? Should we look it up? Hey guys, I'm interested. Should I look up what is James' favorite color? Huh? Do any of you guys have any idea? I don't have any idea either. I'm just going to make it. Yeah, I'm going to make it red velvet cake. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Red velvet cake, chocolate frosting. There you go. So red velvet, it has a dark reddish, almost brown color, but it's more red. Well, it's more red than brown. So it's going to be like that color. Perfect. And then for the chocolate frosting, it's going to be chocolate colored. Duh. So we're just going to go there, and then we're going to decrease the lightness. Actually, we're just going to... Yeah, this is... That color is about perfect right there. And then we're going to fill that in. Boom. Just fill that little bot there. Oh, forgot the settings. Boom. Got it. Alright. And now the candles. Obviously, they're going to be all of the nice, bright, cute colors. So let's put it over here. We got an orange candle. So we're going to make you an orange candle. And let's see, we got 7 here, so we can do the entire Roy G. Viv. So we got orange, let's do yellow, and then let's do green. We're going to do green over here, and then let's do I think they like the lighter blue. Let's do the cyan. Yes, the cyan. Let's do purple. We'll do purple over here just to break it up. Break up the monotony. I don't want this to end up looking like a rainbow, honestly. Honestly, that would just be the worst thing that could possibly happen. I don't want that. Honestly, well, that honestly would be the worst thing. I cannot be honest, but it's just like I don't want to. It's just like I don't want to assume, you know, like. Like obviously my friend James, like he's a guy, and is like the whole idea of like why I'm drawing this is because I'm kind of assuming he's straight, so kind of just assuming he's straight. I don't care. Granted, he does act gay. I'd be completely honest though, he is fairly gay. he is like fairly gay. I mean, like, and what I mean by gay is like, like stereotypical gay. What I mean is by, yeah, I've already said that 3 times. Yeah, he is stereotypically gay, like people talking about having like a gay monitor, like he ticks off the box. Of course, obviously, that doesn't mean he is gay. That's stupid. Only stupid people assume that people who appear gay are actually gay. I bet people think I'm gay. Or people could surprise me. You could surprise me. You could say, Aiden. You could surprise me. You could tell me that. You could surprise me. If someone without ever seeing me before talked to me for like 3 minutes and told me like, dude, you're so obviously straight, like that'd be like immediate top tier friendship right there. Like they know what's up. They don't like. For me, it's just like they know what's up. They don't judge people. They don't judge people by their cover. Like that's what I look for in friends is people. That's what I like for in friends is people who do not assume. Because people who assume or who expect you to act in certain ways, accepting of course for the socially obvious, accepting that of course is accepting for like socially obvious situations, like obviously I'm not going to obviously if I'm going to be friends with someone, I'm going to expect them to be courteous. I'm going to expect them to be kind and courteous to a certain extent. Like obviously if they're a person who says swear words and stuff, like that's totally fine. But at the same time, if there's like a checklist that you got going on in your head of like, oh, this guy's got to be. If there's a checklist in your head whenever you are considering where to make a person a friend, and you're looking at them and you're being like, oh, is he Republican? Is he Republican? Or is he Democrat? Or is he Libertarian? Or does he follow this certain religion, or does he believe these specific things? Like at that point I'm like, dude, you're getting too picky. Like, I don't know about you, but what I want in friendships are people who can have fun. Like if there's anyone out here watching this video who like to have fun, then you are more than welcome to be a friend. You might be an atheist liberal socialist Democrat. I don't care. Socialist Democrat, I don't care. If you want to sit down, I don't care. I'm totally cool. I don't care. That doesn't matter. Like if you want to sit down and play a game of poker, I will play a game of poker with you all night, and I will listen to you talk about how socialism is so great, and I will listen to you because we're having fun, because I don't care, because I don't care so long as we're having fun, like that's the thing, that's sort of my pet peeve of that's a personal pet peeve of mine of like when people just That's a personal pet peeve of mine, of when people are like friendly, where they're like friendly at first and like, yeah, let's go and have some fun, but then it's like you can't say, but then it's like, oh, you can't say these certain jokes. Oh, you can't say these certain jokes even though they're really funny, because they go against my worldview or whatever, you know? Like come on, what's having fun? And while I'm on a topic, even bigger pet peeve, is people where I say something that's uncomfortable and then they just don't tell me about it, you know? Like, I get it. Like honestly, I don't like being discriminated, but I would like being discriminated more. But point blank, I would love it. Point blank, I would be a lot less mad about it. If people who didn't like my guts just straight up told me, just full stop straight up told me that they didn't like my guts, instead of trying to just like pass it under the table and be like, haha, I don't really like you, but I'm not going to tell you because I'm not really going to tell you because I don't want. No, just straight up tell me. No, I don't like that. I don't like that. If there's something about me you don't like, just straight up tell me, please. Like, it will save us all so much more trouble. Save us all a ton of trouble if you just straight up tell me what you don't like. Straight up tell me that you don't like me and that we can't be friends. Like, there's no hard feelings then. It's like, yeah, we don't agree, and it's like, yeah, we don't agree, and we honestly can't stand each other, and we can't have fun. And I get it. Like, we don't agree and we can't have fun together, so we probably shouldn't be together, and that makes sense. That's totally logical. I'm totally down for that. Just have the balls to actually tell me. Just have the balls to actually tell me straight up, instead of ditching me, I'm not a very social person. It's probably why I'm not a very social person. I'm just not ready to just acquiesce to what other people want, But that's the sort of thing. I'll find people and be like, hey, you going to have fun? Can I come along and have fun? And that's pretty much how you make friends. Like, half of it is just being like, you guys are having fun, I want to come and have fun with you. And most of the time they'll be like, all right, come along, man. Yeah, works real cool. So I'm honestly not one to do colorful or tie-dye or I've even heard people refer them to as rainbow furs. Apparently that's a thing. But no, I don't do that. I do normal fur pattern. But no, sorry, I don't do that. I do normal. Normal. I'm not normal in any way whatsoever. Anyway, I'm gonna do typical white pattern. I'm gonna do typical white pattern background here. Or actually, what if instead we did this and we did this? So we'll do white tips. So we'll do a nice little pattern that I call white tips. So we'll just go over here, we'll fill this in just like that. Boom, boom, boom. It's a spot. It's a bit more broad. And you go more like it. Boom. And this is great, right? Because then we do this. Honestly, you don't like that. No, I don't like how that's looking. I think, yeah, I think that fixed it real. It's just that I didn't draw. It's just that I didn't draw those cheeks evenly. I didn't draw her cheeks evenly, and so now they look and so now that they're white, now that highlights that they're oddly sized, which is an unfortunate side effect. An unfortunate side effect of not thinking things ahead. Unfortunately. But we're going to hands here. I'm going to fill that with black because we can. And we're going to fill this. Fill more with black. Move to our other hand here. Same business. Boom. And we just fill in the white here. There we go. Lots of cool stuff here that we gain. Boom. Alright, now that we got that. Now we get her feet. Alright. There we go. And the fill. Fill. And fix those little white spots. Boom. Bada binga, bada booma. And now we can go back to our lighter color here. And if we turn to fill, we can fill this, fill that, and fill the legs out. There's a little spot right here got missed. And we're going to clean that line up for it quick. Alright. Alright. Got that. Oh, look at that. She's so cute. Look at that cute girl. So cute. Oh. Mr. Nail. All right. Interesting fur pattern. Unique. It looks nice. And since this is a full one, we're going to... And before we continue, we're now going to add in our coloring back for 2024. So usually I use a color directly from the image, so that way it matches in nicely. We're going to get a nice appropriate size right here. And then what we're going to do and just going to round that out a bit. And we just need this to be so that should work right there. Yeah, so boom, that should work right there. And so now that we have a working solid color base, we're now going to save this. And now the rest is up to color. So first of all, we're going to start off by establishing where she is on the ground. So to do this, I'm going to use a select tool. I'm going to select everything around her. And then you might see that there's a few black speckles and spots around here, so I'm going to get our lasso tool right here. And I'm going to cut her out. And then we're going to do the inverse, just like this. And then just to make sure we get this stuff here. Alright. Now that we have most everything selected, we're now going to clean up that stuff right here by getting this to a massive size. Boom. We take it back down to a reasonable size now. Actually, probably a bit larger. And now we are going And now we're going to choose some shade of gray here. Choose some shade of gray. Change to a paintbrush. And change our hardness a bit. And we're going to focus mostly down here. So I'm thinking mostly we're thinking nice bright light coming down. So it's going to be back a little, very easy. Just back a little, very easy to. Now obviously, not too hard at all. And now all that's left is adding shade. So now let's go through the process of adding shadow. Shadow. So I'm going to start by adding shadow under the plate here, where the hand is holding. So typically, perceptually speaking, when we see these, so people tend to see these in certain ways. However, I must note that using the darken only with grays has varied effects. But it can be used. But with a bit of practice, it can be used fairly effectively. And I guess one of the benefits of this is that if you misclick on like darker areas, if you misclick on like a darker area, you don't have to worry about showing. But it does take a few tests. So you see we need it to be darker. Like we can barely see that, but that's not what we want. Darker still. There we go. That's something that we want. So we're going to zoom in a bit, and we're going to add some depth to our beautiful frosting here. Boom. Boom, easy enough, right? And of course, as you saw right there, just in demonstration, that it doesn't show on the brown. We're also going to want to lighten up the top of the brown because we got this. Oh, greatest thing. I'm going to show you the greatest feature about this. I think we'll change it to lighten only. Let's see. So we can use all types of filters here. screen. So now we're going to decrease the intensity. So let's see, lower intensity and Z. We want the intensity decrease a little more. Alright, just like that. We're now going to go something a bit grayer. Control C. So that doesn't really work. I guess that doesn't really work as well as I hoped it would, but as you can see, darken only. The darken only setting works very nice. It works very nicely for adding shadow, and I think we'll leave it like that. Stupid thing. Alright. Now I'll just do ear. Way too dark. Control Z. And then we'll just this is why it's telling you about the weirdness, because it appears greenish, but it's alright. It's fine. Trust the process. Trust the process is what I say. Darken it a bit. A tad bit more. Okay. And now we're going to add in a shade for under hair here and under hair here, as well as for her neck area right here. And her lip. Alright. And then we'll also add in shadow right there and shadow right here. So this is going to be casting a shadow down in her hand, so but not completely. I'm thinking more like something like that. And then down here, same thing. I don't know. And we'll get down to her legs here. All right. Now we've got that. And I'm pretty sure this will work for her dress as well, so that's perfect. So we'll add shading to her dress. Including around her hands here. And we'll also add a bit of extra shades for these folds to give these folds a bit more depth. This is the mostly quiet part, you know? I've almost got everything figured out. It's all almost done. Except this part. This part is fun. So these are folded up a bit, and so I kind of want to okay. Alright, let's see. Nope, that doesn't look like it. Nope. Alright. Alright, let's start from the top. So, So let's start first, obviously, with this part. This part's the... Let's start with the easy stuff here. And I'll worry about getting your chest figured out. See, that's all loaded up, and likewise down here, this is pretty clear. And so then this part here is easy enough. Because the lights forward like that. And then I know qualitatively right, like there, and then of course we're going to have a shadow underneath. And all the way down here. That. And then I don't think except maybe here. Right there, and then now we get to her cleavage. This is a bit hard. This is a bit harder because obviously she has these big burgeoning breasts, and the cloth goes over them. And so part of me wants to be like, okay, so the cloth is hanged over them and they sort of fold up over here. And they're sort of like folding up over here, so thinking most realistically it would be something like no. And like that's wrapped over there, and so like Control Z. Z. As you can see, it only gets steeper, except for this one. This one, let's see, if you do it like that, and then similarly for this, and then we Control Z. That seems somewhat. That seems somewhat believable, but not totally believable. That's not. Alright. We're going to do it. In robe. See, images. So clearly framed with the, let's see. Alright, so this one. Yeah, so you see like some of it catches the light, and if we look here, like qualitatively, there should yeah. Yeah, so that one right there. Yeah, so the light is mostly from top, somewhat from this way. So okay, so what we're going to do, since the light is roughly from this direction up here and forward a bit, I think what we're going to do is that it's going to be darkness, is that this is going to be darkness here. It's going to be dark bit in here. See this area here. Shades is going to be dark. And that's going to be dark right there. And then we're going to be using this line right here, so it's going to be dark right here. Redo. Again, this line right here. And then this is going to also be dark. And then we're also going to add in a hint of dark over here. And that should lend to the prodigious mass that is her breastises. Alright, and that established. Now also going to add in a few shadows here. Since now I kind of know what's going on, what I'm doing, at least on a mathematical semi-mathematical level. Alright. Alright, and now for your other beautiful breastises. This here. Great, that'll make sense. These are rolls, so this goes here like that. So So actually how this should work is boom, boom, boom. Change the B, do this slightly bit faster. Boom, 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 boom. Alright, that should line up now. Alright, let's see that. Alright, that matches up now. We can now tell that she has burgeoning big breasts. Okay, that's perfect. That's beautiful. That's awesome. Okay, so I think we'll call that good. Overwrite. Now I guess there's only one more thing to do, which is, of course, to add a background. So we're going to use our magic select tool here. To select everything. And that. And you're going to select everything in between here. All right. Nobody knows. No one will really notice. We just need we're just going to add a bit of neatness to it. We want to make very low opacity. Very cute pink. Like maybe, and now so this is a slow and boring way of making a colored background. However, the point of it, of course, being is that it looks a bit cooler. Alright, and now while that's saving, I'm now going to do one last thing that I almost forgot to do. Which is to add shadow to her cleavage, of course. Better already. Better already. Look at that. Now that's a complete picture if I have shown you one. But it's not complete yet. We haven't gotten everything. Still missing something. Something. Can't figure it out yet. Oh, I bet you know. I'm sure you know. Yeah, let's close this window. Alright, well, that's it. That's it for today, folks. I'm going to finish touching this up for publishing. However, I hope you enjoyed this video, and have a good night.